What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh. Welcome back to another Regulation I video. Today, we are rocking a Kyogre Zacian team. This actually looks fairly interesting. I'm kind of keen to see what we could do with this particular team here, because it takes ideas from previous Kyogre teams from Reg I with the Assault Vest on Kyogre next to the Wo-Chen, but then also you throw in a Zacian and it gets really interesting. There is also a Salamence here, which I really like in the rain. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about Salamence not having the Sash, well, the scarf here. It has the Sash instead, and there's the Lando with the scarf on this particular team, which I find interesting. So keen to see what we could do with this. This comes from Crusadia over in the Discord. Really interesting looking team here. The Farigiraf makes a lot of sense, allows you to go for water spouts turn one. Really looks cool, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. Do you prefer Salamence on these kind of teams with the scarf or the Sash? Let me know your thoughts. Let's get into some battles. Oh my lord. Gross. Oh, it's just disgusting. I think what I actually want to do is lead like this. Bring Farigiraf and Zacian. Right on and okie dokie. I mean, I kind of just want to rip Sandsear Storm. We're going to Tera Grass and rip a Sandsear. Excuse me. Still getting over being sick. I apologize. My shirt's disappearing again in the green screen. Okay. Can't be mad at that. They Volt Switch into Kyogre. That's fine. What comes in to eat this? Iron Leaves. It's attack boosted Iron Leaves. O-Pulse connects. Fantastic damage. It's going to be Iron Hands that comes in. I'm kind of just want to hard swap in my Farigiraf, avoid the fake out, and Ice Beam. Psyblade connects. We hang on. Okay, down goes Leaves. And they Drain Punch, that's fine. Because, I mean, now we just bring back in, Lando. We bring back in Lando. And we Sandsear Storm, and we Psychic Noise. And that's the battle. That'll do it. They are going to Tera. It's not going to save them. But they are going to Tera. Not sure why they Tera there. Not going to save them. Taser Storm will take the Miraidon. And Psychic Noise probably KOs from there. I'd be willing to bet. Yep. Beautiful. That's a GG right there. I was totally expecting the Muck Smeargle, which is why I brought Lando in the whole, like, the first place. Because I could swap it for a graph, avoid the fake out, and just go for Sandsear Storm and potentially take the Muck out before it could start setting Minimize. It just never got, they never brought it. I don't know what the deal is with that. Ho-Oh and Miraidon. It's a good looking team there. I want these two for sure. Man, we just have weaknesses across the board. Like, it's so tough. I think I'm gonna lead like this. It's so tough with this team to get a lot of the matchups down that I'm looking for. Because our weaknesses are so shared across this team. Miraidon Ho-Oh is the lead. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb the Ho-Oh. Doesn't look like there's a Tera coming out. Oh. Their Ho-Oh's just slow. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. My shirt's disappearing with the green screen. Sludge Bomb connects. Come on, baby. That did nothing. If they get Tailwind up this turn, we are in a lot of trouble. Iron Hands is going to come in. Pulse connects on both. There's the Tailwind, and now they can swap. I'm gonna swap in Mo-Chien. They actually went for Brave Bird over there, which that's just going to KO. They crit. Do they die to recoil? So close. Drain Punch. I think I have to get in Zacian here. I click O-Pulse and I go for a Play Rough into their hands. Hands is the bigger threat. There's the close combat. Okay. Beautiful. I needed that to KO really badly. I needed that to KO so badly. O-Pulse connects. Rhydon comes in. Last turn of Tailwind, that's what we need to see. We click O-Pulse once more, and we protect this turn. They go for the D-Gleam. And we are AV. Okay. That did good damage. I'm not mad at that damage. Tailwind's gone. Lando comes in. We go for Ice Beam and Earth Power. GG. Woo! Little scary. Little scary. Ice Horse Mare Rhydon. We are Tera Grass. Okay. Huh. What's our Tera here? Water? Not a fan of the water Tera. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of the water Tera. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's lead like this, actually. Bring this in the back and bring Zacian. They have the Iron Hands, which I'd like to have Fake Out for, but I think we can get away from the Fake Out. I think we can avoid it. Okay, maybe we can't get away from it. Maybe we can't. We do get the Intimidate down, which I do like a fair bit. We set the Drizzle. And I'm going to hard swap in my Lando and go for Protect on Salamence. Ideally, this turns it into a nothing turn. Because then they go for whatever electric type attacks into the Kyogre, and they fake out Salamence, and it's kind of a nothing turn. That's the ideal scenario. We protect Salamence. Okay, they faked out Lando, that's fine. They go for Electro Drift. Doesn't affect Lando, beautiful. We can Sansir Storm, and we can Tailwind. They have no wide guard in play. We don't have to worry about that at all. They're going to withdraw Miraidon. It's going to be Calyrex that comes in. That's fine. Sansir Storm connects. Good damage on the Iron Hands there. We set the Tailwind, and what do they go for with their hands? Wild Charge. Makes sense. Got some good recoil there, too. We click Sansir again, and we go for the Hurricane onto Calyrex. We double Calyrex this turn. They withdraw the hands. They're going to go into Ogerpon. That's fine. That'll still do good damage to an Ogerpon. No Protect on Calyrex. Hopefully this KOs. It doesn't. Okay. I'm going to Tera Water, Sansir Storm, and hard swap in Kyogre. I would have really liked if we had Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor might have KO'd there. But we don't have Draco, which is a little scary. A little bit scary, admittedly. Calyrex protects. They went for the Ivy Cudgel. They crit. And that does KO the Ogerpon, which is quite nice. They're going to bring in Miraidon. Okay. I'm gonna hard swap here into Salamence. We got to do the double swap. I think it's our only prayer. Nice, doesn't affect Salamence. And they Electro Drift into Zacian. That's not ideal. And that should be my last turn of Tailwind. Yes. How many more turns of Trick Room do they have? 2? I O-Pulse and I hard swap Lando. And they're gonna Terrastalize. I'm okay with that because I'm slower than you. That's actually really okay. They go for the Glacial. I need this to hit Miraidon. Uh-oh. Yep. I really needed that to hit Miraidon. They go for the Electro Drift. I really needed that to hit Miraidon. This is the last turn of Trick Room. I mean, there's a chance we can win. And the chance is as follows. Hurricane Miraidon, Sansir Storm. It's our only hope. Okay, they faked out Lando. That's good. That's what we needed. Hurricane, I need a Confusion. We need a Confusion. That's game. That's game. This team really struggles into that Ice Rider matchup. My Teras, all my Teras put me into a really bad position with Ice Rider and with Miraidon. Like that, it puts us in a god-awful position. Having Draco, I think we win this battle had we had Draco on the Salamence. I think we win the battle had we had Draco on the Salamence, because that probably would have KO'd. Just judging from the damage that Hurricane did, I'm fairly confident it would have KO'd. There's the team once more for you guys. I don't dislike the team. I just think that the current... there's so many parts of this team that clash. Like, you already have a problem with Miraidon. You're running a Kyogre team, right? You have issues with Miraidon. But Salamence is weak to Miraidon. If you Tera your Zacian, you're weak to Miraidon. If you Tera for Rigoraph, you're weak to Miraidon. There's a lot of weaknesses to Miraidon. Pair that with the fact that you have a lot of weaknesses to CIR. If you Tera Kyogre, you're weak. Salamence is already weak. Wo-Chien's weak. Landorus is weak. Zacian is weak to high horsepower. There's just not a lot of things that like CIR on this team. And the big thing I would argue is the lack of the Scarf on Salamence makes utilizing Water Spout near impossible. Because it's not like you can lead the 2 and protect turn 1. You have to, like, you can't lead the 2 and protect. You have to go for, you know, you have to just get the Tailwind up. And having Scarf to set that Tailwind faster with Salamence allows you to utilize your Water Spout so much more effectively. So for me, I prefer Scarf in this situation. Also, I'd rather just have Draco Meteor, because I want to do as much damage as possible, especially in that one battle against the CIR. Had we had Draco, I think we KO'd. I think we KO'd the CIR, and the Trick Room would have never gone up. So for me, I think swapping that on that, I understand why you'd want it on the Landorus. It outspeeds the Miraidons. There's a lot of Miraidon running around. I totally understand why you'd want that. But if you have fast Tailwind, then you're okay, right? If you have fast Tailwind, you're just okay. And you could get around it. So for me, I think I'd swap the item on the Salamence just so you can actually utilize your Water Spout more effectively. But yeah, I think a lot of the matching type weaknesses make this team really difficult to like get off the ground running. It's hard to get Wo-Chien in position to start pollen puffing onto Kyogre because of the weaknesses that line up across this team. So it's just a little bit awkward as far as it functions. I mean, we got some wins. It got some wins. It did well. It just is a little awkward when you see that one. It definitely has those matchups where you go, I lose. I'm just going to lose. So just my thoughts on the team. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and sub for more like this in the future. And if you too want to share Reg I teams that could be featured like this in future videos, be sure to check out the Discord. But until next time, peace.